folks? How's your week been? I am Nina Adora Wicked, and this is a Wicked Lifestyle where I primarily focus on digital planning. If this is your first time here, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back. Rigmarole type stuff. I am, this week, will be discussing what I did. It was an insane week, emotionally, because let's be honest. If you're here, you're probably not here to see what I'm doing in life. It seems like nothing, but that isn't true. I am just a late blooming seedling trying to push her way through the concrete, as evidence of what is in my nose. Like, literally have concrete in my nose. It's ridiculous. But anyway, thank you for being here. I do appreciate you for your presence. It means a lot to me. I didn't do this part. Give me 1 second. I might get some feedback. Oh no, we don't have feedback. I put it on mute already. Wonderful. I can see the chat should anyone decide to join. That doesn't regularly happen, and I'm okay with being buried in the algorithm for very specific reasons. But if you happen to stop by and watch, again, you are completely appreciated. So let's just jump right into my week, because I have a few things on my mind that I would like to get off of my chest. I did this, my reminder, but let's go to is this it? Yeah. On Monday, and this is what I realized I'm going to have to start doing. Monday was the 30th. And so I was off by a day, and somehow I thought it was Sunday. I don't know. So I did these things, just not necessarily on the days that they said they are. It's not necessary to change them. I emailed this person because I've been doing my own healing and trying to let go of past traumas and hurts and things that hold me back. And this includes not only hurts that I felt have been put on me, but the ones that I've also caused. I just don't want to carry that type of weight to my future. It's not gonna happen. But this one was really specific because I didn't bring the phone, darn, because something else happened. It's okay. I was in a relationship for 5 years, and this is really embarrassing for me too, because I was living in the RV, and I was embarrassed to be there, but it was like, okay, God said I had to go on one more mission. Because this was after, my attempted suicide. So if you have ever been someone who felt so low that you would want to take your own life, hopefully you're still here. Please get help. But he was the hero in the relationship. But yeah, he was actually the Black Knight. That was his character that he played in his little jousting troupe. And so when I got out of the relationship, because I know the type of person I said, I was like, I'm going to give myself 5 minutes not 5 minutes, 5 years to get rid of these feelings, to process that this is over. And as much as I felt it, I always was like, it's unrequited, our love. You'd be like, stop saying that. Let me finish the story. And it was just not me. I was just like, I'm not a lifetime camper. You know, I need foundational plumbing. But I wasn't receiving that. So, you know, I was just like, you know, this helped me through 2020 actually. But, you know, I was just like, okay, go. I just felt I didn't want to go out in public. I didn't want to do anything because I was just like, I know what I came from and I'm trying to get away from that, but this doesn't really take me away from that. So anyway, cut to 10 years later, 10 and a half years later, and these emotions never went away. And I'm still embarrassed by it, you know, because it's like, why does it take this long? I'm like, you know, it's just, what is going on? What, you know? And so I decided, like, okay, maybe because of it's part of what went down. Like, he was so upset about something that was said that turned it was something that I was questioning. I'm not going to say exactly what it is. It is part of the truth, but it wasn't part of the truth that I expressed in the email that I sent, because it wasn't necessary for me to let go. Or, you know, part of me was still hopeful. Why? But as I read, and I was sad because I got a response, but then I ultimately didn't get the response that I wanted. And that's okay. I was okay with that. But I felt like this is the final death. I'm not dying over this shit anymore. Like, you know? And so, because I'm like, you didn't acknowledge your truth, and you know there's some truth in my truth that has to do with your truth, but that part goes unsaid, and what I said exonerates you, not me. I'm okay with that. It's fine. It's done with it. You know, I got out the last of my pain, but then later in the day, I was like, you know what? I got rid of a 10-year demon. This demon been sitting on me and weighing on me for 10 and a half years. Oh my goodness, God, you did not say all of that. That when I went on the mission, it was really a mission for myself. Like, whoa. And so I did finish, or I didn't finish. I started putting the new songs from the playlist, The Shape of Staying, so that they can be collective in my ASCAP, but I didn't finish because ASCAP went to, they did some updates on their website, so I had to wait. It was ready by Monday, but I didn't realize it was Monday. So, I mean, you know, I went like half the day thinking it was Sunday, probably because some of my favorite YouTubers didn't post on their, like, more than one, didn't post on the days that they normally post. They posted it a day later. So, you know, since I don't have a real schedule, sometimes I rely on the times that people post to help me realize what day it is without actually having to look at a calendar. I guess this is why I will be putting the dates in the planner. Anyway, and then side note, I am starting to delete some of the people that I'm following because, like, the energy, you might be entertaining, but if what you create involves putting someone else down, I don't want to be involved in all that type of energy. It's too much for me. So, is that a tear? I'm not crying, you're crying. um, I don't want to be involved in that. This is my real life. I can't be sick on YouTube. I gotta be one of the beautiful people. No, I don't. I gotta come on here and be real and be me. Listen, if somebody ain't on the live, you're not gonna be able to tell it's them anyway. The background is gonna glitch because they only create 5-second videos. So you're gonna see glitches. People who are editing their videos to seem more relatable, that's not gonna work anymore. To take out all of those natural things that we do as humans, especially when we speak, like inaudible pauses or audible pauses where you say just stuff that we do as humans. That's gonna be tricky for some of y'all. Anyway, we had a presentation. I didn't go because the person that I needed to show up for canceled on me. Like, just, all right, it's cool. Moving on. I still have to do the things that I want to do to continue to even try growing in life. I'm a Gemini on the cusp of Cancer, and Pisces just moved out of Neptune. So all of this sideways motion finally gets to end. It's like a little crab they go sideways, but they still get to where they need to be. But anyway, so I didn't go to the presentation. I was caught up working. I don't know what I ended up doing. I think it was Monday. It was Monday. I was born on a mundane, and so I probably did something very mundane. Tuesday, I was able to pick it up. I did have to start. I don't do my nails in one day because it's too much. The chair behind me is a chair that's supposed to help your posture. And so you have to sit up perfectly straight, but it doesn't have a way for me to position my legs so that they're not hanging and causing me to have an edema. So I don't do it all in one day. But I did start listening to the Audible Relentless. This is the book that they recommend for the, and I put that in the frame because y'all know I wasn't finna take a photo of myself. It wasn't gonna happen. It's like, I'm not in selfie mode anymore, not really. But I did start my manicure and I did my pedicure because I saw, the comedian, and they were making a joke about socks and whoop whoop whoop. And I know my toes been looking sick. Whatever. It's just like all the beautiful people. Don't you want to be like all the beautiful people? But that's not feasible for me all the time. So I am who I am. If you can't see my inner beauty, that's a you problem, not a me problem. Don't try to put it on me. But if I say I can take a joke and laugh at myself, does that mean that every time every joke should be about me? I should be the butt of all the jokes? I don't think I should be, because that's negative energy that I don't need. Then, so like I said, the nails. Did I call Geico? I did not. It's like I don't feel I have a time frame in which I have to do it by, but because they need to lower my bills. It's crazy. Wednesday, The Old Guard came out. I liked that movie, and the second version came out. I feel like that movie came out at a time when I was, just like, it helps with understanding purpose. somebody has to manage the energy of the world, I guess I just say it. Watch the movie. I did my digital planning. I was listening to the book Relentless. Again, I did my nails some more. They still not finished, but I did some more of them. They'll be done by the time it's done. By the way, happy 4th of July. It is 4th of July today. We gonna get to that probably more toward the end because it is a little bit heavy. Just a day of trying to, since I was behind a day and because the calendar was set up wrong, I had this mentor meeting for the travel business. I thought it was Wednesday, and I looked at the clock to try to determine if I was like, oh, okay, I'm not gonna miss the meeting because I was making stock footage. I'm gonna show you the stock footage in a minute. But it turns out it was actually on Thursday. What I want to say about this book, though, is I feel like in my youth, y'all know I've talked about my shalenga, my ego. Even last week, how I have to put it aside a little bit. And it's not about putting it aside, it's about getting it back. This book I'm still listening to it. Sometimes it feels a little bit difficult to listen to, especially coming off of listening to unreasonable hospitality, because it's like you go out of your way to be kind and pleasant and make somebody else's day, and just bring that positivity into all interactions that you happen upon, and because you never know what somebody's going through. Whereas Relentless is like, I don't care what you going through, just get shit done. Make it work for you. And it's gotta find some of my mojo back, so I can go ahead and bust through this concrete. Today is Friday, 4th of July. I haven't written it Saturday. I did plan on, I'm not going anywhere. It's not that serious. I like my house. So I did take some meat out of the freezer so that I can cook for myself today and pretend. My future looks bright to me if I can continue to see it, which I always have. Next week I have work in the alumni mixer. Probably won't go to the alumni mixer because it means that I would have to leave work early to make it, and why would I do that? Anyway, before I move on into next week's spread, let me show you some of the stock footage that I've been making for the videos that are on the playlist that we're listening to now. This is some of the stock footage. I will show you some of these animated ones. Some of the songs have club scenes. I try to make a consistent character. She dancing and stuff, so it's whatever. I spent a lot of time doing this with GPT. This is just part of it. Just making scenes so that I can put together, and that's what's going to be on the agenda for next week, so that I can create my faceless YouTube channel. Like the amount is different. The amount of time that I have to put into making a faceless YouTube video like this is different than one if I try to give it like a storyline. Plus, I actually enjoy this, so I don't mind spending time doing this. I feel like I can get lost in it when I'm doing it. So that's a good thing. I don't feel like oh, I'm too tired. I can't do this. I can't do that. It is just annoying sometimes where I have to contend with my health and feel like I'm forcing myself to do something just because I need to do it. That's the worst feeling. So these are some of the stock videos that I've created, and then I just have to put them together, which is not complicated. Right, so if you want to know that process, I mean, I usually show you, and you know I use GPT, so if you feel like you want to know what it's doing, you know, the process, then let me know, and I will tell you. I did figure out how to use CapCut to make captions for the videos, but I don't use CapCut to put the videos together. I use Create Studio. So these are some of the videos that I have that I made, or some of them are still just images because I didn't put the video. So the character is fairly consistent, but we've been working on that so that by the time I get to the next set of songs, we'll have that ready for us. She'll be consistent. So, you know, just trying to do it. Okay, and then what else? Let's go back to Noteful. Yeah, so that's what I'm working on as far as doing something for a business for myself, because YouTube is a business once you monetize. You all know that. And that's why you try to do it. But if you are someone who is entrepreneurial minded and you want to have something else to do, and faceless YouTube things seem to be a trend at the moment, you can make music videos. You know, I make the music videos in Suno. So I make the song in Suno. I use Midjourney a lot. I use other programs too. I apologize that I was hyped at first. And I don't know, just like I said, people, you know, I watched some videos and they were just negative, and I was like, wow, we have to get back to Midjourney so that we can grab some images for sorry, close your eyes for that part. I know what I can talk about while I'm doing this. Um, so, y'all know I sit out in nature and just like chill with the trees, the birds or whatever. And every time I would go out of the house, the birds, I would like to use some color. Let's start with the washi first, um, that I want to use. I I was like, why do these birds keep on putting sticks in front of my patio door? And I would step on them, and so finally I moved them out of the way, but it was quite annoying. Let's get a travel girly. Let's get her. She looks like she's going somewhere, so we can pull from her. And so I'm like, why are they putting, why they keep doing that? It's annoying. Um, and so when I released the demon, finally, guess what I saw? A stitch. And you're like, what is a stitch? Maybe, like Lilo and Stitch. And I didn't realize it was that until I started paying a little bit more attention to it. The photos are not going to do it justice at all. But I tried to highlight it so that you can see. I'm like, it's a stitch, Stitch in Time. And I did look it up. And I was like, what does that mean, though? A stitch in time saves 9. It just means don't procrastinate. Do it now. If you do it now, you'll save yourself more work from doing more work later. So, okay. I'm like, okay, well, I'll see what that means. But this was one of the sticks that they left for me, and I was making a joke when I saw it before I realized it was a stitch, that, because I don't have like a familiar, like an animal or whatever, that they, like, am I supposed to play fetch with y'all? And I'm like, it just all came together. It was a week in my brain, and, with, I suppose, learning how to master my elements. And maybe I can put this in here, like, a lot of people don't believe. There's a lot going on. I'm okay with people not taking my word for it. I mean, I can see it, but you don't have to take my word for it. You'll see it when you see it. But what was I gonna say? Wow. Not yet is what you're saying. Let me drink some water, because my thoughts are really all over the place. I was thinking of the Stitch in Time. Is there no more colorful washi? Let's use this washi so we can bring in the purples. We can use more of these from here, I imagine. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to just drop out on my thoughts like that, but it really is like that sometimes. Um, that's why we have music playing in the background so you can still be entertained. I saw the color of the sun tonight, in the shadows where the stars ignite. Your voice sang whispers I can't fight. I wanted to try to bring in some of that yellow, but not the gold yellow. We're just chilling here. It was about something that I saw, but can't think of it. No. Okay, let's bring in this one. And that can be enough. What else do we want to bring in? Oh, I know. It was about, because it's monsoon season here in Vegas. And, I guess this now is the time. I was weeping for the world. Like I do sometimes. And is this the one we used? Oh, no, this is not the one we used. Like I do sometimes, because I was, I'm always thinking about my purpose in life. It doesn't go away for me. And it is what it is. Let's bring in some elements of nature since it's been that kind of week. Let's bring in a whole tree. I'm going to scroll through these. I should get some butterflies before we get too far beyond them. And I'm always thinking about my purpose. And so, that whole, how much of your ego gets to be in what you say and what you do and how you behave. And I had a moment and I was like, this is where we just say it. Because it's like when you take ego out of big decisions, emotional decisions, they get harder. So I know some people, they, want me to say it. So here we go. First, with the monsoon, it was cloud cover this week, and I was having that was my thought process or whatever, and I've gotten to the point where I'm learning to control my emotions over those hard thought process type thingies. But I let a tear, because this happened in the same day that I released the demon. I let a tear go for a brief moment, and the wind went whoosh, and I was like, okay. Next thing I know, on my phone, because I was like, okay, no, I forgot. Oh yeah, I forgot. And because it was one of those weeping for the world kind of things. And I was like, okay, I forgot. And then I picked up the phone to text my cousin to say, hey, it's midweek, let, hope it's going all good for you, just to try to keep in touch or whatever, because I'm bad at that. I have been bad at that because of this self-imposed isolation. Listen, let me tell you, when you get that piece, it's hard to want to let it go. But an advisory warning came in, and I walked outside, and because I had to go down there to get my pool key or whatever, and the wind was just blowing me everywhere. There was dust and everything. I was like, well, if this is mine, I should be able to walk in it, and so I did. But anyway, all of that was going on because what I was thinking about was the decision that I have to make, that I have to say. Y'all annoy me. So here are your options, sir. I don't like being a part of this, but it is part of it. The heavens are saying that it is part of it. And I still have to make sure that while I'm calling, I might be calling for somebody to, somebody else's humanity. I got to make sure that I don't lose mine. So your options are: you must turn yourself in and be arrested. We'll allow you to have the title the Antichrist if that's what you wanted in the first place. It goes along with the whole theme and vibe of everything that's been going on. Take it. Or your other option is the one that you took an oath to. Taco. We'll refer to you as Taco. They won't miss the next time. So just July 9th is your decision date. You chose it. Anywho, so as far as that go, and then with little brother Elon, I'll try not to come at you that much, but we need for you to focus on creating free energy so that we can sustain AI. But okay, it's fine. It's all gonna be fine. We're all gonna be fine, right? Fine. We would like to believe. So that's that. Back to my real life. Oh, and then they wanted me to. I've been saying all of this because it ain't none of it is my business, but it ain't my business. People are upset that Diddy was released. Yeah. So if you really paid attention to all of that, that man has silent political power. But what they did do, he was about to give up a lot of people, and you thought we was going to be in War 3 because of what was going on the surface. But anyway, they just released him back out into the wolves. So that's how I see that. I don't have any say in that. I really don't have a real opinion on it. Yeah, I'm hurt for the people that were hurt, but I really try not to allow that to be part of my own personal reality just because of how much negative energy all of that contained. I'm not carrying none of this. I don't want that to be part of my thought process. Nothing, not that I'm trying to be oblivious to the world. Clearly, I am not. It's just certain stuff. It's just like it really does take a lot out of you. And who has time for all of that? Just bleeding heart. Let's give it that one. Okay. It's just too much. Too much go. Oh, I like these better. Okay, I think we have enough here. It's just too much. I just want to surround myself with like real people that's really trying to move in life with the best intentions, not just for themselves but for others. just, you know, just are really cognizant of their own energies. It's really not that difficult, I promise. Do we want a colorful bird? We need our look ahead. Do we want a frame? Do I have more frames? We would like a frame. Let's go with this one. Let me see if I can copy the subject. What will it give me? Okay, it gave me what I wanted. And that should be enough, right? Oh, I was gonna grab one more colorful one. It's not like it matters. Let's go with this one. I see your shadow and strangers. I still like the song, but it definitely does not hold the same weight at all. I'm so happy. I was like unbelievably happy. Like, wow. To have been carrying something for so long and then to finally be able to just let that go. Like, I mean, is there anything I should put this little I gotta find it. I should put this in my in Element. Is there a way to add it to some kind of save? To I could just save it right here. Okay. Cause I didn't get the sunglasses, huh? Good thing I didn't close it. Let me get some sunglasses and we'll spend the last few minutes putting together this. I can't see what they look like. Okay, that's because it's on the wrong layer now. I need to move this to the correct. Well, actually, this is the only thing that's on the right layer when I think about it, because all of these are on foreground and they need to be on background. All right, let's see if we can make it quick with all of this color. I'm gonna need to make this bigger. If you call me now, I still would. Still feel like I said I never got one more chance, one more look. Say it now, and I'm hooked. Yours too. Even if I shouldn't. So I wanted to do a horizontal spread this time. Let me move everything over here to the side. to be the exact same size. They're just little lists. And then probably I have to do, I'm going to do, let's crop this one. Wait, let's duplicate this one and crop them both. My perfect storm. Take my heart, hold it in your loving hands. Together we'll build a world that stands. Your love's the sun shining through the rain. With you, my darling. I'm just using this as, let me undo that and undo it. Let's crop it for eternity. No walls between us, just open sky. I will ride away. Let's do this. Take my heart, hold it in your loving hands. Together we'll build a world that stands. Your love's the sun shining. And with you, let's duplicate this one and crop it. This one. All right. I know you're like, where am I going with this? And I'm almost at that hour mark. Let's leave some, wait, let me grab all of them and bring them down so that I can have room for the date. I didn't get the tree, did I? That's fine. Super colorful this week, right? It's fine. But I have to crop it sub. Imperfection playing. Put it on repeat. Don't stop. Don't stop. I'm cropping it again because They're a little bit different. Alright. I think that should be okay. I need to crop it just a little more. It was too much. Okay, that's okay. Just bring the other one over a little bit. Alright. So this is what I'm gonna do for my bottom half. Let me bring her to the front. I was gonna use these hearts. I don't know if you could crop it, you could flip it. No, not that way. That way. But did it flip? Done. But it's not. Okay. Let me see. Do I actually have to adjust the crop? Well, how about we take out the chain? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, I didn't flip it. Okay, that worked. And let's move those right there. Truthfully, we could have, I'm gonna put that right there. Let me bring it to the front. Up a bit now. I feel like I'm just losing a lot of energy for no reason, but I do know the reason. It's not like I don't know the reason. You know how life be lifing. I want to crop it. Let's freehand this one too. I met you in the golden haze of July nights. Your voice like honey dripping smooth delight. You took my hand, we danced beneath the streets. This can't be on the look ahead part. My soul was burning bright. Your laugh like a melody, soothing my storm. A gentle touch, you lit my world so warm. Through every crack, your love began to swarm, breaking my walls, becoming my true. Alright. What I want to do now. Sit back. What I'm gonna do is move these down, that they have been placeholders. So I think I'm gonna keep that one right there. And let's take this one. I can't see why. Look at it. The sunglasses. Rage. Big to front. And now let's add in these. I don't want them this color. Let's have white. Nope. And change the color. I mean, they can be any color you want them to be. But for me, and actually, I can pull this down now. Let me see. It's doing a lot. Yeah. And pull this one. This one can come in a little bit. Okay. All right. This one still has to be still a little bit thinner because it's 4 days on this side as opposed to 3. That looks weird. We'll just put a full white box over that one. So you could do it like this. Duplicate. That's the only one. I guess I love you past my will. Try to names, try to places, but none of them carry just fine. Okay. It's not working for me to resize this box for some reason. This is what it's gonna be for the most part, because we are at that 1 minute mark, and the congestion that hour mark, and the congestion is getting to me. So I'm gonna continue this on till next week. You'll see what I've done. I'll actually put some real dates in there, the numbers. I do appreciate you for being here with me. Hoping you understand my vibe. I mean, like, I'm not someone who, it doesn't matter to me what other people think of me, but if you are vibing with me, I do appreciate you. Thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed, please do so. If you haven't liked this video, I can appreciate that as well. Comments, whoa. But anywho, it's been real. Oh, because I'm ready for the celebration, And I had been putting together Rebel Hood X. I'm taking a break from that for now. Let me go back to this because I know I'll be doing too much or whatever. But I was watching one of my favorite YouTubers Sunday. I did add some more stuff into my calendar, like put some actual goals in there. But she was like, don't complain about how much is on your plate if the goal is to eat. I was like, ooh, I can't argue with that. So I did put it in my planner. But okay. Was putting together this celebration for something to be fair for all of these corporations to give back to individuals where we can have a good time and everything. And I was like, one of the things I was using ChatGPT, and one of the things was that I wanted it to be one rhythm, one sound. But the girls came, the ladies came, Barbra Streisand, Mariah Carey, and Ariana Grande. They was like, one heart, one voice. And I was like, okay, that's actually good. It goes right along with that. One heart, one voice, one rhythm, one sound, and something added because I accidentally, those accidental mistakes, when they become intentional, can be wonderful, apparently. I was trying to tell ChatGPT what I wanted, one sound, one rhythm, and I accidentally put one E sound, and every time it would repeat it back to me or write it back to me, it kept adding that E, and I was like, take the E out, that was an accident, and it just would not. So perhaps in the key of E. Alright, y'all, I love you. I will see you next week, whether I'm here by myself or not. Just go out there and be the love, the light, the laughter, the levity in the world, and hopefully the laughter that you're creating for someone else doesn't come at someone else's expense. Gotta go. Goodbye.